It is day 2 of EPT Barcelona and I am just about to max late reg. €5,000 for 20 big blinds. And I'm not gonna lie, I am desperate. I have never cashed an EPT main. And on top of that, I ran some numbers yesterday. Since we started this vlog in 2024, we've been to Paris, we've been to Dublin, we've been to Monte Carlo, we're now in Barcelona. I've played close to 50 poker tournaments. And in that time, I have cashed one tournament since we started this vlog. How has anybody watched? We have had one min cash in Dublin. I need to change that. I need to turn it around. I need to cash an EPT main for the first time ever. Let's get after it. Better lucky than good, and I've always said it, man. I was so close to being out of the main event within the first 30 minutes of play. I sit down, I've got a lovely table, I've got Maria chatting, great dealer, some lad talking absolute nonsense but trying to keep him in his place. But not less of that. I pick up King Jack, Maria raises. I decide, you know what, I'm gonna take the spot. Rip it all in, immediately get snap called behind. It's not looking good. My max late reg is in the bin. My run of not cashing EPT mains is going to continue. I have King Jack, he has Ace Queen. The window card on the flop is an ace. I'm almost getting ready to get out of my seat. I don't do it, but it's time to go. Rest of the flop comes out, Queen 10. We have flopped a straight. We have actually got a pretty good chance. Turn pairs the board, but it's a 10 and the river is a brick. So we double up early in the main. Max late reg might be paying off this time. Are we finally gonna cash a bloody EPT main event? Level 2 of 4 today, and we finally have a little bit of momentum. I am f***ing buzzing. Open up ace 7 suited, get called in 2 spots, and I flop the absolute world. I check it to my opponent who bets, and I can do whatever I want. I could go all in. I could check raise. Well, I couldn't fold, but we decided to call. The turn gives me a straight, and my opponent checks back pretty quickly, and I'm thinking, do you know what? I'm gonna go chunky. I'm gonna get a lot of value here. He's not gonna give me much credit for many straights. The river pairs the board and brings in a flush, but I just don't think that my opponent has a full house. I think he's most likely to bet all of his sets on the turn. So I decide, do you know what? We are going for maximum. I have about 2.5 times as much that's in the pot left and decide that I am going to get greedy. I shove and my opponent goes into the tank. Great news. We have the best hand. And after about 2-3 minutes, he makes a call with 2 9s with no diamond, showing me zero respect, but gives me the double up. We have a little bit less than average and we are finally go-karting in the main event. Let's fucking go. Alright, I needed to get a little bit of fresh air. It is getting pretty intense in there. We have 400 players left, about 290 get paid, and we just had a great third level of the day. First hand that helped me out, a gentleman shoved for about 11 big blinds under the gun. I call ace king, get the clean run out, happy days. And then there's this Colombian kid beside me, lives in Brazil, playing like an absolute gangster. Shows blind versus blind on me for 16 big blinds. He's got 6-7 off, I've got king 10 suited. It would be a tragic one to lose, but the flop just comes out king, deuce, deuce. That is clean living. We have one more level to go today. I shouldn't care so much, but I just want to cash an EPT so bad. I want to cash a main. I want to give a little bit of excitement on this channel for the people who've been watching loyally. Let's get after it. Drama on the very last hand of the night. I raised the button with ace 10 suited. I've got like 26, 27 big blinds. Both players cover me, and I decide if we get played back at here on the very last hand when we are 6 spots off the money, I'm not going to fold. Big blind who I've been battling with re-raises. I go all in. He turns around and says something to his friend in Spanish, which obviously they're allowed to speak Spanish here, but you can't talk to your friend in the middle of a hand before you've called. I had a few choice words. I was pretty mad. He calls, shows the jacks. I feel bad then, because he obviously was never folding. He was just saying something to his friend. I apologize. I'm about to be leaving the tournament 6 off the money, but there is no karma in the world, and there was an ace in the window, and I've got 150k going back to day 3. We're still 6 off the cash. I feel terrible, but better lucky than good. And don't talk in the middle of hands.